Welcome, everyone, to This Week Astrology for the week of September 28th to October 4th. I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and of course, welcome back if you're returning. I'm Joshua the Psychic, and you can check out my website, psychicsun.com, if there's anything I can do for you. So since last we met, we had our new moon in Virgo solar eclipse on the 21st. Definitely check out your written horoscopes and your taroscopes for that lunation. They're linked in the description below. Now, since we had this eclipse, this new moon, we're now under the waxing moon cycle, which we will be until October 6th. So the waxing moon cycle is the time between the new moon and the full moon in which we're focusing on what we want and taking inspired action. So keep visualizing the best case scenarios for every aspect of your life. And then what will happen is you'll get these nudges, these intuitive hits. I should do this or I should do that. You want to follow them because they're probably going to lead to your manifestations. Also, since we last spoke, the sun has entered Libra, which means that we are now in the fall season. Seasons change. As the sun enters Libra, life turns toward harmony, balance, and connection. This season, until October 22nd, highlights beauty, fairness, and relationships, urging us to restore equilibrium and seek win-win solutions. So this is a time to seek harmony, to restore balance in relationships, to strengthen your bonds through kindness, and to appreciate beauty. Libra loves beauty, so surround yourself with art, style, and experiences that inspire. Also, Mars, planet of action, drive, and initiative, has entered Scorpio. It happened on the 22nd of September, and Mars will stay in Scorpio until October 29th, right before Halloween. As Mars enters Scorpio, our drive deepens with focus, intensity, and emotional power. We're called to pursue goals with passion, uncover hidden truths, and transform challenges into strength. To make the most of this transit, tap into your passion. Scorpio wants what has heart and meaning. Also, act strategically, move with precision, patience, and a willingness to go deep. And of course, embrace transformation. That's Scorpio's forte. Use challenges as catalysts for resilience, healing, and renewal. So let's talk about this week and how you can make the most of it, make the most of just one small day, because that's what we do here on This Week Astrology. So on Sunday, September 28th, Sunday is the sun's day, the day of the week ruled by the sun. So it's a good day to do things that light you up with joy, creative self-expression, passion, happiness. Anything that makes you happy and lights you up is a good thing to do on the sun's day. And of course, we're under the waxing moon cycle, so we're focusing on what we want and taking inspired action. And inspired we may very well be on Sunday with the moon in high-flying Sagittarius. Keywords for your Sagittarius moon on Sunday: adventurous, optimistic, philosophical, honest, generous, bold, enthusiastic, restless, idealistic, and open-minded. And numerologically, it's 28, which represents stability and power. 28 signifies leadership, resilience, and completion. Think authority and accomplishment. Authority and accomplishment. Plus, it's National Good Neighbor Day. I love this. I hadn't heard of this holiday. Kindness next door builds stronger communities. So offer a smile, lend a hand, share a moment. Small gestures ripple outward, turning ordinary days into lasting goodwill. So do enjoy National Good Neighbor Day and be a good neighbor. And on Monday, the 29th of September, Monday is the moon's day, the most sensitive, porous day of the week. So don't give yourself the luxury of the negative thought. Focus on what you want, because that's what you're going to get, what you focus on. At the end of the day, that's the only main rule. We get what we focus on. It's also the first quarter moon. So we've had a week of that new moon in Virgo energy, a week since that new moon in Virgo on September 21st. So we're able to check in with ourselves under this first quarter moon. Have I been focusing on what I want? Have I been taking inspired action? Because after this first quarter moon, we just have 1 week left of that new moon cycle, that waxing moon cycle, before the full moon in Aries on October 6th. On Monday, your moon will be in Sagittarius until 5:54 a.m. Eastern. So we're expanding, we're exploring, and we're keeping an open mind. And we must destroy the evidence, because that moon will shift to Capricorn at 5:54 a.m. East. And you may have been partying like it's 1999 under that Sagittarius moon that we had. And now with the moon in Capricorn, well, we're going to be focusing more on work. So it's a time to focus better, to ground our plans, and to take steady, practical steps. So we start our work week with a Capricorn moon, which is great for getting a lot done. And numerologically, 29 represents transformation and purpose. It signifies intuition, destiny, and inner strength. Think spiritual insight and personal growth. And I love this. It's National Coffee Day. A warm cup awakens more than the senses. A cup of coffee sparks connection. It fuels ideas, and it turns simple moments into rituals of comfort, creativity, and shared energy. So be sure to have your cup of coffee on Monday, but in fact, you may want to share a cup of coffee with a friend or a relative, right? That might be a good bonding experience on National Coffee Day, but do enjoy your coffee on Monday especially. I think that goes without saying, even if it weren't National Coffee Day. And on Tuesday, September 30th, Tuesday is Mars's day, the planet of action, drive, and initiative. So it's a great day to get stuff done. Not only is it Mars's day, but you have a Capricorn moon. Keywords for your Capricorn moon on Tuesday include ambitious, disciplined, practical, patient, responsible, determined, hardworking, strategic, reserved, realistic, cautious, and resourceful. And it's a very celebratory energy with the number 30 on Tuesday. 30 represents creativity and communication, signifying expression, sociability, and joy, innovation, and interaction. So this is a great energy for being with people, right? It's very celebratory. Even if you're at work and you're working on a project, this could be a great time for your team to really cut cake. Plus, it's also National Love People Day. This is great. Let compassion lead. Extend kindness without condition. Support others with patience. And let love be the quiet force that uplifts every interaction today. I love this because remember, all energy at its basis is love. So the more love we're giving to ourselves and to other people, the easier it is to manifest, because all energy is love and you need energy in order to manifest. So be sure to definitely capitalize on this day, do a good deed, and enjoy yourself, and love others a little bit more on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, happy October, everybody. It's October 1st. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness, October already. And it starts on a Wednesday, which is Mercury's day. The planet of communication rules your day on Wednesday. So it might be a good idea to pad your schedule with a little extra wiggle room, as you never know what might come up out of the blue on Mercury's day. You might get an extra request. There might be an opportunity. It's a very chit-chatty day. And of course, we're under that waxing moon cycle. So we're focusing on what we want and we're taking inspired action. On Wednesday, your moon will be in Capricorn most of the day until 3:51 p.m. Eastern. So this is going to be good for us to ground our goals, to commit, and to work with discipline. And then come 3:51 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, you might be able to let your hair down a little bit. With the moon shifting into Aquarius, it'll be time to innovate, connect socially, and to welcome fresh ideas. So theoretically, you learn the rules and you follow them when the moon is in Capricorn. And then when that moon shifts to Aquarius, well, now that you know the rules, you might be able to break them a little bit. It's a good idea to do something that requires initiative, right? Because it's a 1, Numerologically, of course, on the 1st of October, 1 represents new beginnings and independence. It signifies initiative, uniqueness, and courage. Think fresh starts and personal strength. Definitely a great day to get things going. In fact, we may not have any choice. We may not have any choice because we have a square on Wednesday, and squares in astrology are 90-degree angles between planets that require change. Something's got to give. And on Wednesday, we have Mercury in Libra. Again, Mercury is the planet of communication, squaring Jupiter in Cancer. And Jupiter is the planet of abundance and expansion. So Mercury and Jupiter are not really great friends, right? Jupiter's like, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And Mercury's like, but okay, well, what's our first step here? What does it look like? How does this play out? And Jupiter doesn't like that, right? Jupiter just wants the big picture, and Mercury, well, Mercury tells you how to get from A to B to Z. So with this square, ideas may expand beyond limits, meaning you may have all these great ideas, but you got to, think concretely. Like, okay, well, how are we going to get this done? What does this look like? How will this play out? So stay practical in your vision. Weigh your words with care. You don't want to go off. And let optimism meet discernment. So you may need to be diplomatic on this day, just because somebody's ideas may not be logical or practical. So you have to bring people down to earth a little bit, or bring yourself down to earth, and do whatever you can to just be a little bit more understanding, and don't lose your patience, because with Mercury involved, things can get misconstrued, and you don't want to make a big deal about nothing, right? You don't want to make mountains out of molehills. In fact, you really just want to enjoy some pumpkin seeds, because it's Pumpkin Seed Day on Wednesday. It's celebrated the first Wednesday in October, and it was founded by the Super Seeds Gourmet Pumpkin Seeds, a woman-owned company, and approved by National Day Calendar in July 2016 to highlight the nutritional and health benefits of pumpkin seeds. So you can add them to your yogurt, maybe your oatmeal, or even your salads, or even give your favorite dishes a new twist by adding them to recipes. So happy National Pumpkin Seed Day, everyone. I hope you enjoy your pumpkin seeds. And on Thursday, October 2nd, well, Thursday is Jupiter's Day, the luckiest day of the week. Jupiter's the planet of abundance and expansion and growth. So be sure to think big and doubt your limits on Jupiter's day, especially because it's the waxing moon cycle. So focus on what you want and then take inspired action. You may get, after you visualizing what it is that you want, you may get these intuitive hunches, these impulses to do this or do that based upon what you had visualized. So definitely take inspired action on Jupiter's day. And your moon will be in Aquarius, so expect the unexpected. Keywords for Aquarius include innovative, independent, humanitarian, eccentric, intellectual, unconventional, friendly, visionary, and progressive. And this is a great day for partnering up because it's a 2. 2 represents balance and partnership, signifying harmony, adaptability, and cooperation. Think relationships and diplomacy. Today might make up for that square that we had on Wednesday. Plus, it's Guardian Angel Day. So what could go wrong, right? You have your guardian angels to help you, and you can turn any situation into a positive, especially on Guardian Angel Day. Guardian Angel Day is a reminder that unseen support surrounds you. So trust your inner guidance, lean into your faith, and know protection and encouragement are always with you. We never experience a lack of trust. We're always trusting in something. Even if we're trusting everything is going to go to hell, we're trusting in something always. So you may as well trust that everything is working out to your benefit, that your guardian angels are around you and they're helping you make the best decisions. They're helping you make lemonade out of lemons, etc. So do enjoy Guardian Angel Day. Should be very inspired day. Maybe your guardian angel will give you hints as to what you should do, what moves you should make to expand and grow on Jupiter's day. And on Friday, the 3rd of October, well, Friday, of course, is Venus's day. Planet of love, beauty, and abundance rules your day. So be sure to spread as much love around as possible. We should be doing that every day, of course, but particularly on Venus's day. And you got the waxing moon energy, so it's great for taking inspired action and drawing things to you. What do you want to pull in? And you got your moon in quirky Aquarius most of your Friday, so expect the unexpected until 10:06 p.m. Eastern. Think ahead, share ideas, and embrace your community. Aquarius really likes their friends, their groups. They feel best in a group to be one of the herd. So be sure to connect with friends if you're so inclined. That shift to Pisces at 10:06 p.m. Eastern on Friday may make us a little bit more indulgent. Pisces is very indulgent. So come 10:06 p.m. Eastern, when that moon shifts to Pisces, flow inward, trust your intuition, and nourish your spirit. You may be a little bit more sensitive when that moon is in Pisces, and it's a very creative, compassionate, and imaginative transit. And it's very romantic. So maybe you'll have a date on Friday, or maybe you'll meet someone. Definitely a great night to meet someone when that moon is in Pisces, come 10:06 p.m. Eastern on Friday. And 3, numerologically, represents creativity and self-expression. It signifies imagination, enthusiasm, and spontaneity. Also on Friday, it's National Boyfriend Day. How perfect, right? You got your moon in Pisces on Friday night, where Venus is exalted. It's Friday, Venus's day, and it's National Boyfriend Day. So celebrate romance and possibility. Cherish the love you share if partnered, or open your heart to attraction and connection if seeking someone new. The origin of this holiday is a little bit unclear. Some people actually connect the October 3rd date to a scene in the movie Mean Girls where the date is mentioned. And other people think that it just naturally came after National Girlfriend Day. In any case, celebrate your boyfriend if you have one, and maybe get one if you don't on Friday. And on Saturday, October 4th, 2025, Saturday is Saturn's day, planet of discipline and responsibility. So it's the ideal day to get your ducks in a row and to set yourself up for success for the week ahead. And then you can play on Sunday. Of course, we're under the waxing moon phase, so keep visualizing what you want and take inspired action. Your day's moon all day on Saturday will be in Pisces. Keywords for Pisces include compassionate, intuitive, artistic, empathetic, sensitive, imaginative, selfless, escapist, idealistic, romantic, adaptable, and kind. And it's a very stable day on Saturday after you've had your celebrations throughout the week. 4 represents stability and practicality. It signifies structure, determination, and reliability. So think systematic efforts to make the most of your day on Saturday. And while you're systemizing your life, enjoy a round of golf, right? Or take a golf lesson, or maybe even watch the pros on National Golf Lovers Day. In any case, you must honor patience, focus, and flow. Like the perfect swing, life rewards presence, precision, and the joy of spending time in open green spaces. So even if you don't play golf, maybe you can enjoy the beautiful fall weather. I hope it's beautiful wherever you are. Well, we did it, everyone. We went through every single day of the week. Definitely check out my website, psychicsun.com, if there's anything I can do for you, and I'll see you next time.